Number of the Stars is an award-winning book by Lois Lowry. It's a historical fiction book taking place during the German occupation of Denmark in 1943. It starts with two 10-year-old best friends named Annemarie Johansen and Ellen Rosen. The girls run home from school. They are stopped by German soldiers, which is bad because Ellen is Jewish. Their parents warn them to take a different route home from now on. Anne-Marie's little sister Kirsty loves fairy tales, which reminds Anne-Marie of King Christian X. All of Denmark would fight to protect him. When Anne-Marie tries to buy a button, the family learns the Germans have closed all Jewish businesses. Anne-Marie worries for the Rosen family. She figures her country will protect the Jewish people just like they protect the king. Things get serious when the Nazis raid the local synagogue. Ellen's parents decide to flee the country. They temporarily leave Ellen with the Johansens. The parents say it'll be fun, like a sleepover. Not true. Soldiers break into the apartment at night. There's a close call as Ellen struggles to remove her Star of David necklace. The soldiers are suspicious that Ellen has different colored hair from the rest of the family. But fortunately, father has a baby photograph of their dead sister, Lise. She had dark hair as a baby. Mother takes all three girls on a vacation to see her fisherman brother, Uncle Henrik. This trip makes up the majority of the book. Anne-Marie gets the sense that something else is happening when the adults are overly serious and sound like they're talking in code. Mother says they're having a funeral for Great Aunt Berta. Anne-Marie knows that's a lie. They don't have an Aunt Berta. Uncle Henrik explains to Anne-Marie that they're lying to protect her and make it easier for her to be brave. Many people come to the house that night, including Ellen's parents. They gather around Berta's fake casket. A soldier notices the crowd and demands to know what's happening. He gives orders to open the casket. Mother thinks quickly and says the doctor ordered the casket must be closed because Berta died of typhus. When she moves to open the casket, the Nazi officer slaps her and leaves. Everyone prays Psalm 147, which has a verse that says, God numbers the stars. That's where the title of the book comes from. When it's time, the casket is opened, the people take out food and clothing, then leave for Uncle Henrik's boat. Mother returns with a broken ankle. She's horrified to see the important package for Uncle Henrik was dropped. She disguises the package as food and asks Anne-Marie to get the package to Henrik's fishing boat as soon as possible. Anne-Marie has to be brave. She thinks of herself as Little Red Riding Hood, going through dangerous woods filled with wolves, ready to devour her. She's stopped by Nazi soldiers with dogs, who steal her package and go through it. Anne-Marie pretends to be a silly girl who chatters incessantly. That proves to be effective. It makes the soldiers want to get rid of her as soon as possible. Uncle Henrik returns that night. He explains he smuggled the Rosens and many other Jewish people to the safety of Sweden. The important package was a drugged handkerchief, which was used to stop the dogs from finding any of the people hidden on the boat. The war ends 2 years later, but not without the death of the major resistance leader. Now that it's safe, Anne-Marie gets Ellen's long-hidden star necklace. She decides to wear it herself until she can return it to Ellen. The end. Postbook follow-up. This book was really good. I wish I had read it in 4th grade. I probably would have read it many times, like I did with the author's other major book, The Giver. It's definitely worth a reread because there are some things you don't pick up on the first time through. For example, in the end, we learn the truth of how Anne-Marie's older sister, Lise, died. Knowing that information flavors all the mentions of her in the first part of the book. The writing style is simple and powerful. The Nazis were particularly well done. You could feel the tension every time one of them spoke. The book has good lessons about bravery and the importance of helping other people. I would recommend this book as a good way to introduce younger readers to World War II and the Holocaust, although neither of those terms are used in the book itself. It is one of those books where I took a break after chapter 3 and said, Wow, this is so good. If the rest of the book is just as good, it's easily getting a perfect score from me. And it does. I give Number the Stars a 10 out of 10.